It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, August 11th. This is meteorologist James Spann. Thank you for being here. We welcome all of you watching on the new Alabama Weather Network. For those that don't know, this is a product I produced for a long, long time, many years on the social media side. It's an extensive briefing about the weather and why we're forecasting this type of weather. This typically runs about 5-10 minutes. We do shorter versions, of course, the regular weather casts on a regular basis here. But from time to time, you'll see this weather briefing. So we are glad you're here. We are excited about launch day. But let's dive right into it and let's show the upper air look. This is the upper air pattern across the country. This is the wind flow about 18,000 feet off the ground. And quite frankly, this tells a pretty decent story this time of the year. And there's a trough over the Great Plains states, and that's kind of beating down the heat ridge. We've seen temperatures here below average for a while, and they will most likely stay below average at least for the first half of this week. We'll check the radar composite early this morning, and things are quiet. We do expect to see a general increase in scattered shower and thunderstorm activity for the first half of this week. Still not raining everywhere, but we'll see a number of showers and storms about later today. Mostly 70s to start the day. Having said that, we got a few spots in the upper 60s, but highs today will be generally between 86 and 90, which is below average for this time of the year. We'll check the watch warning map around the nation. Pretty quiet. We've got some heat issues out west underneath a ridge, a flash flood watch for parts of Kansas and northern Oklahoma, and the east is relatively quiet. Here's a look at the severe weather possibilities for today. Just a couple of small marginal risks, one over parts of Minnesota and North Dakota, one over parts of the Texas South Plains into eastern New Mexico. Tomorrow, a small marginal risk up around Milwaukee, Green Bay, the UP of Michigan. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, again, a very small marginal risk up north, parts of the Dakotas. Just no major severe weather problems expected for the next few days around the nation. This is rain for the next 7 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. And you can see the amounts in Alabama will be mostly in the 1 to 2 inch range. And that's an average number, of course. Your number could vary because of the scattered nature of the showers and thunderstorms. So off in the tropics, let's talk about it. We are in the peak of the hurricane season. Hurricane season peak is August, September, first half of October. A couple of X's on the board. One, the yellow one that's out in the middle of the Atlantic. That's a little feature that's drifting north. No impact to land, probably won't develop. The one to watch is Invest 97L, which is in the eastern Atlantic. And the Hurricane Center giving this a 90% chance of becoming a depression or storm. And there's a good chance this will be the first hurricane of the season as it moves initially to the west-northwest. We'll take a look at modeling on this. First off, in the short term, this is the ATCF set. And again, very tightly clustered. The members will take this north of the Leeward Islands, north of Puerto Rico, north of Hispaniola. In the longer range, this is the output from the European ensemble, and that really tells the story. And with the European, we have 51 members, and almost all of them turn this out to sea. A weakness in the ridge north of the system should allow that path out, so it does not affect the United States. Having said that, you've got a couple of outliers that get it fairly close to Florida and the Carolinas. But again, the consensus is good. Confidence is relatively high, and a northward turn out to sea, not affecting any landmass. Having said that, listen, this is still, several days out before that weakness in the ridge develops, so anything could change. But again, the confidence is relatively high. This will not be affecting the east coast of the United States, and confidence is very high. This will not affect the Gulf in any way, shape, or form. So this is the intensity guidance coming off the ATCF set. And again, you can see that most members bring this up to hurricane strength by the end of this week, late Thursday or Friday. Got a couple of outliers ramp it up to a Category 4. Most of them have this as Category 1 or 2 hurricane. So a good chance this will be the first hurricane of the season. By the way, this will be the E storm. We've had 3 weak, short-lived storms that kind of ate up the first few names here, but this will be Aaron. So, model fans, here we go. Let's take a look at the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. And again, you can see that trough that's over the central states, a ridge in the west, and also a ridge on the east coast. And again, as the trough slowly approaches, the air becomes a little more unstable. That should allow for a few more scattered showers and storms today. And still, not raining everywhere. This is the high-resolution HER model, valid this evening at 6 o'clock. And again, you can see spotty showers and storms about, most numerous over the central and southern counties of the state. This is tomorrow, and again, as the trough approaches, this could be the day with the highest coverage of showers and thunderstorms. This is the high-res HER, not showing a lot tomorrow evening at 6, but other runs have shown much more than that. I would suggest we'll have scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, with highs only in the mid-80s in many spots because of clouds and showers. Really not much change on Wednesday. A number of showers and storms about, most of them, not necessarily all, most of them between noon and midnight. And highs mid to upper 80s, which is just amazingly pleasant for August. And then Thursday, the ridge begins to rebuild. We'll still have scattered showers and storms about, probably not as many. And the same thing on Friday. Highs getting back up around 90 by the end of the week. Let's talk about the weekend. Again, looks very standard summerish weather here. This is Saturday and this is Sunday on both days. Of course, the chance, like we have every summer day, of random, scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny days. In most locations, we'll see highs in the low 90s, which is about what we expect in mid-August. And a week from today, again, back to the upper air view, and this tells a better story. The core of the heat ridge is off to the west, which is good. And again, for us, just standard summer weather, Monday of next week. Partly sunny with a few pop-up storms. So let's go out 10 days. This is Wednesday of next week, August 20th. Got a big upper high over the western states and broad troughing over the eastern states. And again, this is good for us. The hottest weather in the country is going to be out west underneath that upper high. And we do note what you see above me right there. That is what should be Aaron. And again, the GFS is curving this off the east coast of the United States. And I will say the GFS is a little bit of an outlier to the east. Most of the ensemble members are farther east than that, or it's an outlier to the west. But the bottom line is it should stay off the east coast based on the current modeling, and for us, still standard weather. Here's a look at rain for the next 15 days. This is valid through August 26th. The mean is the green line on that chart. That's what you're looking for. That's the mean of the ensemble members, and it's running a little under 2 inches. Let's look at heat levels. And again, just not that bad. Listen, if you've lived here for a long time, you know how hot it can be in August. And we'll take numbers like that. Under 90 for many locations through Thursday, low 90s Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then trending back down toward the mid-80s toward the middle and end of next week. And the latest long-range guidance, this is for August 18th through August 24th. And at this verifies temperatures would be a little above average, but again, we see no sign of any excessive heat, and by that, I define that as upper 90s or hotter. We just don't see that. Man, oh man, what a sunset last night. Absolutely glorious. Much of the state was dry, and hey, you know the deal. You send me a sunset picture with a cow, and somehow that always makes it on these videos. Dogs love a good sunset, especially when they're hanging out on the beach. Kids love a good sunset as well, and they do love a good sunset there. But just a great day. But look at here. That's from the Gulf Coast. That was Gulf Shores last night, and the crowds have really thinned. School is back. How about that? And the moon last night looking good. We had the full moon. Really, it was, for all practical purposes, it was visible as a full moon both Friday night and Saturday night. This is last night. The moon was 98% illuminated. All right, so a few notes here. We'll talk about the launch of the network in a second. Real quickly, the schedule for this week. Today, I've got a senior adult group. I will be in Trustful at Peachtree Senior Living. Tomorrow, the first school program of the new year. Can't wait. Southampton K-8 school in Birmingham. Then on Wednesday, another senior adult group. Got the crossings at River Chase. Senior adult group on Thursday, going to be at the Leeds Senior Activities Center And then next week, it's wall-to-wall schools. You know, the first week of school, they typically kind of get the kids settled, and we'll start those school programs next week. But it's going to be a great year. The year is full, by the way, for teachers that are sending notes. Unfortunately, the demand is so high, and I just take them as they come in. So all of 2025-26 is booked. The next openings are in the 26-27 school year. But looking forward to that. So the Alabama Weather Network starts today. Goodness, I started this journey doing weather professionally on June the 26th, 1978. That's how old I am. It's been an amazing 47-year run, but I'm just getting started. And since the social media era started 20 years ago, my territory has expanded. And it's been my dream to take care of the whole state, especially during high-impact events, tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, winter storms, and this will be the chance to do that. Dreams do come true with hard work, and so we're going to launch the network officially at 12 noon today, and the apps will be available by mid-morning. A lot of people said, I got up at 4 o'clock looking for the app, and it's not there yet. We want to be sure that all the content is loaded, so when you get the app, everything is fresh, and everything will be updated this morning. So again, the app, just search for Alabama Weather Network for your TV. It'll be Roku, Apple TV, Chromecast, all those TV platforms. For your phone, tablet, again, mid-morning. Of course, you can watch, we'll stream at 12 noon today on the social platforms. Just search Alabama Weather Network on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube. And it's going to be a big day. It's something that we've worked for a long time. We've been working on this for a very long time, and we're very excited to take care of the whole state. I know this state. I know it from Waterloo to Gulf Shores, Scottsboro to Dauphin Island. And we're going to have a great time. And don't forget, tonight's Monday night. It's Weather Brains Night, the weekly show for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies. YouTube.com/weatherbrains, 7 o'clock Central Time. And I am still the chief meteorologist at ABC 3340. Don't forget that. I will be on ABC 3340 News this evening. Thanks for watching. Have a marvelous Monday, and God bless.